Hello everyone, LRon here with part 53 of my total Terraria world Annihilation. So, at this point I am now going to talk about my adventures in Fallout New Vegas. So, from now until probably the end of this video, it'd probably be good for you to mute the video if you don't want to hear any spoilers. If I stop talking about it before the end of the video, I will put a little pop-up somewhere on the bottom of the screen saying that you can unmute. But this game is so old, I'm pretty sure that anyone who still cares about spoilers for it probably would have already played. So there's that. So I basically made a copy of the character that I made in Fallout 3, and prior to playing Fallout 3 I read somewhere or got advice from the person that recommended Fallout to play as a female so that you can get the Black Widow perk, because there are more men than women in the Fallout games, and so getting 10% extra damage against men is more valuable than getting 10% extra damage against women. So so I was able to pretty much make someone that looked identical and name them the same and gave them similar starting abilities and whatnot, so that was cool. So the general personality of the character is to be evil, but not be disallowed from doing good things. Generally written off as, you know, if it doesn't take any additional effort, or, you know, something along those lines. Like, so in Fallout 3, I did like the peaceful solution of the Arafew and the vampires, because it didn't necessarily, you know, it basically meant less work to make them kiss and make up than it would have been to go out and kill them, you know, so that type of deal. But in New Vegas I kind of did more of a play both sides type of gambit. So I started off helping Good Springs as much as possible, then at the last minute turn around and help the Powder Gangers take over. So then the logical thing at that point was to go to the NCR Correctional Facility and continue to help the Powder Gangers. So I went and did that and did their quests all the way up to the point where I was supposed to tell the leader that the NCR was coming with the raid. And basically the deal was I couldn't take on the horde of NCR troopers, so I just loaded and decided to move on and wait until I was higher level. Because that actually leads into one of the more interesting things. The way I played Fallout 3 was I guess it's kind of how I play Elder Scrolls as well. I basically maximize my thieving capabilities early on and level up that way, and then basically wait until much later on before having any combat capabilities. I've been doing this since like Morrowind. You know, every playthrough of Morrowind, it's always, get the security nice and high so I can steal every last item in Balmora and sell it off to that pawn shop dealer. So I did a very similar deal in Fallout 3 in New Vegas. I basically focused on lockpicking and science so I can unlock stuff and hack terminals. Because actually one of my big pet peeves in Elder Scrolls and Fallout games is leaving something behind that's locked. Because I'm not going to, write down every location that ever stayed locked, or every terminal that's I didn't have enough skill to hack. So I want to just get those two things to 100 before anything else, so that I can unlock everything and hack everything and know with certainty that when I leave a place that I've looked in every nook and cranny, I'm not leaving behind anything like that. So then I pick up enough sneak to be able to take things from merchants while they're looking at me half the time. So not a ton of sneak that early on, just enough to be able to take things from people. And so, after failing to take on the battalion of NCR troops, I decide, what the hell, I'm gonna ignore the main quest and jump straight in to the Vegas Strip. I want to see what that's all about. So I do the logical thing and head north. When I head north, I reach that little mining village that the NCR owns, and they warn me that if I keep going north, I'm gonna get overrun by Deathclaws. Yay. Of course, I think to myself, maybe a sneak attack headshot will do the trick. It won't be so bad. So, I try that, and of course it barely scratches them. He turns around, kills me. And it's like, okay, I'll just find another route. Okay, looks like there's a path from Good Springs that loops around. It's a little too west, but I can make it work. Nope. They got those things that are kind of like boat flies, only more deadly. They got that super toxic poison. Something that starts with a C. I give them the pet name Calzone because I can never remember what the real name is. It sounds kind of like Calzone. And so that wasn't going to work. And I certainly wasn't going to go down to Prem, east for 10 miles, and then go north. That sounded terrible. So I went east from the warning point and found myself Hidden Valley. And I'm like, okay, that's an interesting name. And then, of course, I find those bunkers with level 100 locks. It's like, damn it! Level 100 locks. Okay, well, Hidden Valley's an easy name to remember. This thing's gotta level me up once I get a level 100 lock picking. Alright, I'll continue this next video.